Next is from Eddie Duarte, and the subject is CM Punk to WWE. Oh. Good afternoon, guys. This is Eddie from Austin, Texas, and I have a question regarding CM Punk's return to WWE. As all reports indicate, apparently there's going to be a buyout of Punk's contract. By the way, that was first reported by Billy like a month ago in this, and all these dirt sheet guys are reporting it this past week as like it's a new story. So we do, for all people that hate on Billy, he does have a lot of credible information way before other people do. So the apparent holdup is a non-compete clause. My thing is, why is this an issue? A couple months ago, Punk gave that one promo about the grass being green on the other side, so it leads me to believe that he wouldn't return to WWE. With the same belief, if that's a holdup and seeing as Punk is not agreeing to the no-compete clause, then do you think there's a chance that he does want to go back? And as a fan, I hope he does, because as someone else put it on a podcast, the last image we're going to have of CM Punk is him off eating muffins. What is your opinion? We talked about this. Billy talked about this a long time ago, that there was that the Fox people had brought Punk into that Fox show to try to integrate him back into the product so they would eventually bring him back and put him on the show. And I guess there were talks that they had talked like that, with the Fox people, but then they basically just said, we don't want him around.
Right.
Because of his toxic behavior. So the next thing you know, he didn't get hired by them. He was gone for a little bit after that show. The next thing you know, Tony Khan hires him, and look what happens. Toxic Punk.
Yeah, but maybe there could be a difference now because they'll see him as hot coming off that. Maybe Hunter, the different regime. You think he's never going to go back? You can't ever say that.
No.
You think he's never going to go back?
He's never going.
All right.
Never going back.
I'm just saying, never say never.
Okay. They're not, Joe. You got to use some common sense.
Common sense has nothing to do with it. I never thought he'd return to begin with.
There's literally that locker room right now. Konnan, what's the locker room like at WWE?
Harmonious.
Right.
Well, who's the last guy you'd want to bring into a locker room that's got good chemistry right now?
That's a good point.
They're not going to bring him back. They don't need him.
Yeah.
Okay, they brought him into AEW. He didn't do anything for the numbers. Or the
well, he did
TV
do for
ratings.
the numbers.
Man,
they
but
had
not
their
for the
biggest
weekly TV ratings. They didn't have they never got back to their first show.
Well, what if the Saudis
that's
won?
hard to do, bro.
The Saudis seem to call
why is that hard to do?
Well, because you can only debut CM Punk so many times. I mean, there was a 7 years in the making type rating.
Yeah.
For what he makes, $5 million, forget it. They're not bringing him back. Next is some Andrew Sean.
I would like to say this, though. I think that a couple of things we have to look at. If they were to bring CM Punk in, it would be a major, major coup, right? And it's a way to WWE and Punk to tell AEW, fuck you, okay? But from what we're hearing, he has a no-compete, so that's not going to happen because Tony's not going to be embarrassed. You can tell he doesn't. He's not going to be embarrassed like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to let him go, and without that no-compete being enforced. But the other thing I also think, Disco, we have to look at, he left under the worst terms possible, and I think what he did in AEW just solidified all the people that didn't want him in there by saying, look at what he did over there. It wasn't just over here, and you want to bring that back here? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you're missing another thing, too. He's already. What did he have? How many matches did he have, Joe? Look at how many matches he's had in AEW. What do we talk about? 10,
12 or something.
What do we say? It was $400,000 a match, 20-something matches, whatever. And he's already been hurt and missed time twice.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to pay him the type of money that he want to bring him back, and they don't want him back. I don't even think this is not even a discussion. He's never going back to WWE. Okay. The next one is from
21 matches.
Yo, what up? This is Konnan, and I host Keeping It 100, my co-host, Disco Inferno, unfortunately.
Well, I'd say you're my co-host.
Listen, every Thursday here on Spreaker, we talk pro wrestling, sports, movies, music, TV, pop culture, and some politics. It's everything the rest of the pro wrestling podcasts are not.
Tune in to hear myself, the superior one, educate and inform.
Tune in to hear me bury Disco.
That's very disrespectful.
Join us every Thursday on Spreaker and keep it 100. Boom!